The story of Samson and Delilah Bible, Judges 13 to 16. Samson was a man chosen by God even before he was born. An angel told his mother that her son would be a Nazirite, someone set apart for God. Because of this vow, Samson was never to cut his hair, drink alcohol, or touch anything unclean. God blessed him with extraordinary physical strength, and he became a judge of Israel, protecting his people from their enemies, the Philistines. Samson's great strength was not just natural. It was a sign of God's Spirit upon him, and his uncut hair symbol. Samson later fell in love with a woman named Delilah, who lived in the valley of Sorek. The Philistine rulers saw this as an opportunity. They offered Delilah a large amount of money to discover the secret of Samson's strength so they could defeat him. Delilah repeatedly asked Samson where his strength came from. At first, Samson lied to her 3 times, giving false answers. Each time, Delilah tested him by calling Philistine soldiers to capture him. But Samson easily broke free. Delilah kept pressuring Samson day after day until he became emotionally worn out. Finally, he revealed the truth. His strength came from his Nazirite vow to God, symbolized by his uncut hair. If his hair were shaved, he would lose his strength. That night, while Samson slept on Delilah's lap, she called a man to shave off his 7 locks of hair. When the Philistines came, Samson tried to fight them as before, but his strength was gone. The Lord's power had left him because his vow was broken. The Philistines captured Samson, gouged out his eyes, and put him in prison, forcing him to grind grain like an animal. It was a humiliating fall for a man once so mighty. However, while in prison, his hair slowly began to grow again. One day, the Philistines held a great celebration in their temple, praising their god Dagon for defeating Samson. They brought Samson out to mock him. Blind and weak, Samson asked a servant to place his hands on the temple's pillars. Samson prayed to God one last time, asking for strength just once more to defeat his enemies. God answered. Samson pushed against the pillars with all his might, and the temple collapsed, killing himself and thousands of Philistines. In his death, he destroyed more enemies than he had during his life. Meaning of the story. The story of Samson and Delilah teaches several lessons. Strength without